Never had a colonoscopy before? Well, neither have I. So come and join me for my preparation of going for my first ever colonoscopy. So hopefully if you're getting a colonoscopy, it won't be such a daunting experience for you either. Let's get into this. So just as a little bit of a background, my name's Jake and I've been living with ulcerative colitis for over 11 years at this point. And I've always had what is called a sigmoid scope. So that is, they put a camera up your arse and it goes about up to here. But what they want to do is a full colonoscopy. So they put a camera across your whole bowel, so all the way around. And I've never had this done. And I've been quite stressed out about the whole idea of the procedure. I'm not going to have meds that knock me out. I'm going to have gas and air on standby, but I'm going to try and raw dog this situation. And basically there's a whole diet situation before this. And I've got to have a low fibre diet, which has been really annoying me because I love eating blueberries and it turns out I love eating fibre. So my diet, I've been hating, well, I haven't hated it, but it's not been my favourite diet. But I've got a bit of a silly plan for today's breakfast, which I'll get to, because today is the last meal I can have and then I have to fast. So this has been where it's been getting very confusing because my hospital's guidance, they said to me on the phone, stop eating at 1 p.m. Okay. And what I've done is, because I've been trying to eat a low fibre diet for the past few days, I had a chat open with ChatGPT and I explained my situation. And anytime I needed to eat something, I would say, you know, can I eat this? Is it low in fibre? Just to make sure. And it would either say, no, don't do that, or yes, that's okay. The reason why I started asking this is because I'm supposed to have been on this low fibre diet for 5 days. And I messed up the first 2 days by eating raw oats, which I had no idea. I didn't even think about it because I've eaten raw oats every day for 5 years for breakfast. Didn't even think about it. Actually, the first day I just felt like I wanted to cheat on the diet. So I had more blueberries than I usually have in my morning breakfast. And it felt really good because I was like, oh, I'm breaking the rules. So I actually I'm only going to have been doing the low fibre diet for 3 days. The reason why they want you to be on a low fibre diet is so there's no, what they call residue in your gut. So that means there's nothing in there, no bits. And apparently that can mess up the colonoscopy. Anyway, so I've got this stupid plan today because I'm a frequent eater. I eat very frequently throughout the day. And I eat a lot of fibre. So today's going to be a challenge. My breakfast plan is I'm going to have an assortment of weird foods. So let's cut to the oven. Look at this chicken breast. It's fat. It's from my local butcher and it's going to taste so good. But first I just got to turn the oven on. Make sure that's up to 180. And because these breasts are so fat, they have to go in the oven for like 50 minutes. Or I have to cut them in half, about 20 minutes in. So I don't generally eat pancakes because it's not something that I would eat on my diet. But the guidelines is to pretty much eat refined carbs and not much else. So I've got 4 of these pancakes for breakfast. This is an old guilty pleasure of mine. And I'm planning on having some lovely full fat Greek yogurt from Lidl. Absolutely love this stuff. And then on top of that, I'm going to have some peanut butter. And then I'm thinking, because I want to up my calories, I want to make sure I eat enough calories for the day. Well, I'm definitely putting peanut butter, but maybe, here's the peanut butter, by the way. It is smooth. They said you can have smooth. The thing is, I might put some olive oil on it. Does that sound disgusting? It will increase the calories. I just don't want to be starving all day. It's getting silly. Look, got whole chicken breast, yogurts. These are the pancakes. I'm going to put some butter on them. I've got some peanut butter. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Oh, and I might have an egg, but I'm not sure. I don't know yet. Feels like this is my last meal. Yeah, not sure what to do about my med, because I usually have this in the evening. This is my Aza with food. Yeah, I've got 3 in here. And I'm not going to be eating food this evening, so do I take it in the morning? Or do I skip it today? Like, what the hell?
How often does that happen? Almost never.
I'm not even on the bit where I take the laxative yet, and this weird diet's messed me up, so yeah. Just had to put some petroleum jelly down there to make sure everything's all right. It's almost time to take this drink. I'm going to have a lot of water, and then I've got to mix up this.
I'm going to take it now.
I'm going to take it soon. I've got these sachets, and then I've got to drink it.
What does it taste like?
I've heard that this tastes horrible, and then I've got to drink lots of water whilst I drink it. This isn't a joke either. Dose 1. Right, so this is for tomorrow. Why do I have to have double tomorrow? Oh, I need scissors. Right, I have scissors. Dose 1. My poo juice. Oh. It smells like pineapple.
Wait, what? Can I actually smell it?
You can smell it.
Oh yeah, it does actually smell.
You don't want to drink it.
Oh no.
You definitely don't want to drink
Can I
it.
stir it?
Okay, stir it. Oh, there's so much of it.
Why are you placing so much in?
I have to have it all. Oh,
What are you doing?
there's still more.
How much?
Okay, that's everything. Hey, it smells quite nice actually. So I'll keep stirring.
Yeah, it does smell like it. It smells like
You
pineapple.
definitely don't want to drink this
Why?
because you'll be on the toilet.
Shoes on. This is crazy, right? Drinking so
I have to, so I've got to go to hospital tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I don't down it.
A couple of sips at a time then.
Whoa.
Is it very pineapple?
No, it's really salty.
Or is it?
Oh my
It's really salty.
Is that water? Just looks like coconut water.
Oh my god.
I can't drop my book.
Oh, you can get your stuff.
Was that original water?
This is original. This is water. This is horrible water. Oh,
Well, good luck with that.
thank you. Oh. This can't be worse than feeling than a flare or an enema. Surely I'm going to be able to control it. I also have this. This is an electrolyte drink, so I've got an assortment of liquids. God, I don't like that either. I actually prefer the salty tinge of this. Oh no. Which one am I going to drink first? The water or this one? 15-minute update. I've drunk, I don't know how much you'd say I've drunk. I've drunk a lot more water than I have this one. It's horrible. It's very salty. Everyone said it tasted lemony, but it don't taste lemony to me. It just tastes salty. So salty. Another quick update, my heart rate is 83, so I must be worrying about doing this. It's not usually that high, just sitting here drinking.
What do you think? Well, I think you need to come out of your shell, Jack. What is this dive?
13 minutes left.
He forgot to leave his good side. He didn't get the goggles.
Sounds like you two have issues.
You kissed my best Ross. Something to that effect.
My gut just made the loudest noise. It went. I'm not looking forward to this fucking 2 sachets in the morning. It's kicking in. I'm in the bathroom. I feel horrible. I've got my laptop so I can watch something because I don't want to sit here and just go. Ugh. It's not like I don't feel like I'm going to crap myself. There's definitely a feeling there, but compared to having a flare, like I got pretty good at holding in flares. If any of you have inflammatory bowel disease, when you're flaring, it's like you need to go to the toilet right now. And I just about hold that in just to get to the bathroom. It's nothing like that. It's actually a lot easier to hold in. Oh my god, it fucking stinks. It stinks. Good morning. It is 5:06 in the morning. So I'm late. That was one of the worst sleeps of my life. I still feel the effects of yesterday's dose, and it was 12 hours ago I started drinking it. So let's talk about it. I actually have a little bit of coffee with me today. Got this electrolyte drink because I feel dry. Oh, it's just gone everywhere. Stupid drink. Yeah, that was a terrible night's sleep. I feel awful. Oh, God. I've got some water here, and I have more water there. I can't believe how long that lasted. I need to get drinking. I'm 7 minutes late. This dose smells okay. That tastes bloody weird. Oh, I mean, it's okay for one sip, but I was going to get old really quickly. So last night, I had the drink, and he didn't really hear much from me because, I'll be honest, it was really boring. It was just on and off going to the bathroom over and over again. And it got worse as time went on. And it's just made me think how my hospital appointment today was originally for 9:15. And they told me last week, they're like, we've had to push it forward to 8:15. I'm like, okay, at the time I didn't think anything of it. But now after having that first dose, I think, damn it. I have to sit here and be under the effects of this drink and feel rushed. I'm already rushed, but I've just started the day and I'm rushed. And to get this stupid drink inside me, and I can still feel yesterday's drink. God, it was horrible. It's like I have to chug it as well. It was horrible. So, for those of you who are wondering, what was it like? Well, it started off slow. And I'll be honest, I only recorded the first time I went, and I was like, oh, it's okay. It wasn't okay. It just lasted for ages. So basically, my bowel would just keep filling up with water over and over again. And it wasn't that big of a problem until I went to bed. And I thought, everything I looked online, they're like, oh, it'll start wearing off by then. Every time I like to lie on my side. Every time I lied on my side, it would sound like there was a waterfall going on inside of me. And then I'd have to, to get up and go to the bathroom. And whose idea was this? Oh, if only there was some other way. And then I have to go through it again. I'm not looking forward to it. Just knowing how long it lasts now makes it so much worse. It's like at the first point was the drink's bad. The drink's probably the worst bit. But now I'm thinking it's just the constant getting up and going to the toilet and the waterfalls going on inside of you for so long. It's still happening now. I'm drinking another dose. I don't think I need this. I don't need this. It's still happening right now as I'm sat here. I don't think the phone will pick it up, but it's still going. Oh, God, it feels horrible. And I'm going to be back up there. I don't even feel like I needed coffee. I thought I just wanted some caffeine to get me started. I usually have a coffee in the morning. I was thinking I don't want a caffeine headache. Oh, man. What am I like? What's the time? 11 past. Well, it looks like I'm keeping up with it. And I'm supposed to slowly sip this over an hour. The problem is I'm going to have to go to the toilet from yesterday's dose, which is great. It sounds like there's an earthquake going on. Oh, it feels horrible. And I was sat here trying to watch a film last night, lying on the sofa over there. Every couple of minutes, it's very uncomfortable. Oh, I forgot one of the worst parts. So I pretty much got maybe 2 hours of broken sleep. You know, if someone says they got 2 hours sleep, you're like, that was a bad night's sleep. But I got 2 hours of broken sleep. I might have to continue this after going to the toilet. Oh. Yeah, so I somehow fell asleep around midnight. And then I woke up to use the bathroom, as you do. And then, I don't know if it was like a panic or this, but I felt like my bowel just felt very, very weird. And it was sending me into a panic. And it felt like I couldn't breathe enough oxygen through my nose. And I was really trying to do slow, controlled breathing. I was like... And right now it feels fine. But at the time it felt like 50% of the air I need was actually coming in. And I was like, every breath is like only giving me half of the amount of alcohol. Oxygen. Half the amount of oxygen I need. Should we drink some water? And it was making me panic. And then for a second I thought, my foot's gone numb. And then all I could feel was just my gut. I mean, it's not like it wasn't quivering or anything. Say this is the bowel. It wasn't going like this. It just felt like open and like it wanted to chill out or something. And yeah, it's just making me feel awful. I really did. I wouldn't lie, this dose actually tastes a bit better than the first one. Let's have a little bit of coffee. I know coffee's a diuretic, so it makes you pee, and I don't need to be losing any more fluid. But I just think I need a bit of caffeine just to start the day. I might have got 3 hours sleep. Because before I know it, my alarm's going off. And I'm like, oh my God, I have to rush out of bed. So the first stop I rushed out of bed and went to the toilet. I didn't really do anything. I think that the effects started wearing off 6 hours for me afterwards. But I say started. Maybe it'll be a bit faster today because I'm going to be able to eat. So maybe that will slow things down a little bit. I don't know. I'm going to try and hold it out for as long as I can. I'd like to hold it out until I finish this drink. It's 5:15 now. So 3 hours I'll be at the hospital. Oh, God save me. Oh no. And I heard a lot of people being terrified of this drink. I've been terrified of doing this. I never wanted a colonoscopy. I've had ulcerative colitis for 11 years and I never wanted a colonoscopy. But it got to the point when enough people in my life were diagnosed with cancer and I was like, fuck's sake, I'll do it. And even then, I've already rescheduled it once. I say about a month ago, had one in the books. That's when I got this stuff. I had it in the books and I was going to do it. Then I was at work and I came down with a sinus infection. I was like, I've got to cancel. I don't want to do it. So the NHS texted me and they're like, press 1 to confirm, press 2 to rebook. And that 2 was looking very tasty. I was like, I'm slightly ill. I can't I can't have a colonoscopy if I'm slightly ill. So I pressed 2 and rebooked it. And you know, the dumb bit is by the time that colonoscopy appointment came round, I had recovered from that cold, but I felt very good about putting it off. Am I drinking this a bit fast? I said to drink it slowly over an hour. But after this, never again. Never again. If you've got the choice, if you have ulcerative colitis, you've got the pleasure of only having a sigmoidoscopy. That is so much easier. I've had loads of those. They put camera up half, only requires an enema. I think they tried to give me some stupid drink like this. And I said, no, there has to be a way to do it without it. And then they gave me an enema. And I was like, please let me shove that up my arse. And it works so well. It's like you don't even have to fast or anything. You just wake up, do the enema, go to get it done. And they were like, oh, it's lovely and clear in here. Even though if every time I've gone, it feels like, oh, I need to go. I'm worried. I'm like, I've screwed it up. I need to go to the toilet. Get on the bed and they say it's fine. The last one I had done was when I was in hospital. I was flaring really bad. I was staying in hospital. And they were like, right, we're going to give you a sigmoid scope because we want to know what's going on. And I had no prep because I was in hospital. So I was like, is this even going to work? And I kept saying, like, you know, let me know if anything's in the way. I don't know why I kept saying that. Like, why do I need to know if anything's in the way? And they decided to set this up. But I was really worried about it. And I had it done. And that was one of the most painful sigmoidoscopies I've ever had. That was the last one I had. That was 3 years ago. And I think it's because I'm flaring. I don't know, I've never had a sigmoidoscopy where I'm not flaring, so I don't know what that's like. So I'm hoping, across these fingers, that the colonoscopy is actually going to feel like a breeze because I'm not flaring. Like, it'll be like, say this is the bowel. It used to be covered in sores and the camera would go in. And it would make me go, ugh. Like last time I went, it was almost like I was giving birth and the nurse was like, breathe. And then I was doing that and halfway through I was like, why am I doing this? I'm not giving birth to a baby. But it got it done. What am I trying to say? It was clear in there. So my mind's not working properly because it's 5 a.m. and I'm drinking laxative. It sounds absolutely ridiculous. One day I'll watch this back in a couple of years. You don't want to watch it back too soon. So yeah, that's me. This is this morning. I don't know when I'll catch up with you next, but I will catch up with you. I'm just waiting inside the hospital toilet. Maybe do this thing up. I don't know. It's about to get serious. I'm back. just had the procedure. That was the weirdest experience ever. So I had gas, and to describe the gas, it felt like being on stage. All the lights are off, and there's one light on me, and I'm talking to the nurse, and the colonoscopy was horrible. It felt really horrible, and I had my eyes shut because there's a TV right next to you, and the TV shows exactly what they're seeing up my bum, and I didn't want to see it. So I had my eyes shut, and they're like, use the gas if it gets painful or anything. So I start off, I'm lying there like this, and I don't want the gas. I'm like, I'm going to try without it. And they said, if it's painful, huff the gas. So, they go in, it feels kind of uncomfortable, and then it starts getting really uncomfortable. So I'm holding off on the gas, and they're saying, the left side is twisty, it's twisty. It's gonna hurt, use the gas. So I start using the gas, and then suddenly it's really bad. I'm like, oh. So I use the gas, and I end up asking the lady next to me, I'm like, tell me about dinner, what did you have for dinner? And I'm like, tell me every detail. And like suddenly the gas kicks in. It's almost like everything goes kind of not numb, like I can still feel how horrible it is, but it's less noticeable. And I can really focus in on what this lady's saying. And she's telling me that she's going to have some crackers. She's going to have a bit of peanut butter. Honestly, I can't really remember what she said, but she said something small. And I was like, okay. And then, okay, tell me more. And then they push the camera around, and I'm like, how far are you? And they say, we're still on the left side. And I'm like, but it feels like you've been around the whole thing. And they're like, no, we're still on the left side, it's twisty. They keep telling me that, the left side is twisty. So they push it further. So I start using the gas more because it's really uncomfortable. And I'm there groaning. They keep making me like, oh, sit, lie on your back, lie on your right side, lie on your left, whatever. They're all really nice about it. The guy doing the endoscopy, he was actually laughing because I kept asking about food. It's the only thing I was like, I can focus. If this lady tells me what she had, I can focus on that. So I was like, what did you have for breakfast yesterday? She said she had porridge, blueberries, and this was ticking all my boxes. And she was like, oh, it's boring, And I'm like, that is not boring. That sounds fantastic. And then I just keep using the gas on and off. And it's just horrible. And then I swear, it's like 15 minutes in, I'm like, where are you? They're like, we're still on the left side. So I just keep going. And it's so weird when it kicks in. I don't know how to describe it. So I remember everything, but I don't know how to describe it. And they keep going further around. And then finally, they're all the way through. And they're like, we're trying to get into the small intestine. And I kind of wanted to say, I didn't end up saying this, but I wanted to say, do you really have to? They wanted to go in the small intestine. And they were like, there's a valve. Like, we have to go in a specific timing. And I was just thinking, oh, why do you have to bother? So I'm just using the gas on and off. Sometimes the guy's like, stop using the gas, breathe. Maybe I was using it too much. And then eventually it's biopsies, which usually on my previous, like my sigmoidoscopies, I can feel the biopsies and I feel like my whole belly go like whoop when they take the biopsies. This time it just felt like they were like, saying this is my bowel, it felt like they were just pushing the edge of the bowel. Oh, that felt awful. I huffed the gas hard at that point. And I kept coming back like, tell me about, what did you have for lunch? Just trying to distract myself, like, just have this lady tell me. And eventually, they finally do the whole thing. And what a relief. I haven't eaten yet. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet, but it's a relief to have that all done. The Plenvu, disgusting. Never want to drink the Plenvu again. That was horrendous. A lot of people say that the Plenvu is worse than the procedure. I want to clear that up. the procedure is worse than the Plenvu. I've got to say, I think the procedure was awful. And maybe that's because I tried to raw dog the procedure. I thought the procedure was truly horrendous, but the gas was very weird. Weird experience. I've never had gas and air before, and that was bloody weird. I literally had my eyes closed. You have this little nozzle. I'm just like, and then I'm like breathing like this. And they're like, at certain points, he's like, take the gas, because he, you know, when he says that, I'm thinking in my head, it's going to bloody hurt, whatever he's doing. The thing is, it doesn't hurt. It's just wildly uncomfortable. That's the best way to describe it. I don't know how to describe it other than that. It's wildly uncomfortable. It's not painful, but it's certainly not nice. It's one of the worst feelings. And it's got to be a hell of a lot worse if you are flaring. But that sigmoidoscopy, oh, it feels like someone's been fingering my insides. It still feels a bit weird now. I'm not even sure if I want to eat something, but I ought to. You know, it's been like 24 hours since I ate something. But they kept remarking, they were like, oh, the Plenvus work very well. You're very clear. And I went, you know, thinking back to being on the toilet, I wonder why, because it was just coming out like lemonade. But yeah, those are my experiences having my first colonoscopy. Never want one again. I'd be happy to never, ever do that for the rest of my life. So, that's it.